Hi, if you're a Libra born September 23rd to October 22nd, what can you expect for the month of April 2018? Let's tune in and find out. Oh, really nice. I see fireworks now. Hopefully those are fireworks, fun fireworks, and not fireworks like, like, oh my God, fireworks. So definitely feels for more celebratory and more exciting and more eventful. So it just feels like there's a lot of fun and there's a lot of energy. So let's move right into Libra's romance for you, those of you that are coupled Libras, and see what's in store for you for the month of April. So, there may be some indecision that you have with each other about a way of life or your independence or interdependence on each other, about, what's going on in your life right now. One of you may feel like they're being slighted by the other, or the other one has more power in the relationship, or that we're doing everything your way, or why are we doing it your way? I want some say too. So Libra is looking for the balance. So I see you looking or struggling with balance in your relationship this month, feeling slighted or not feeling like you have the power, or feeling like you're on the opposite side of what your partner wants. And that's never fun. So I do see some difficulty around that, or feeling constricted, your inability to kind of get yourself to what your partner wants. So there does feel like there's a little stuck energy here in the relationship. I do feel like as you move into April, you want to be cautious about giving this too much energy, right? Like, all relationships ebb and flow. All relationships go through, rediscovery phases. And what do you want? And what do I want? And do they blend? And do they go together? And so it's just one of those phases. So don't make it mean, oh my God, we're incompatible. Oh my God, this is never going to work. How am I going to live with him? Like, don't go to the extreme. Just be aware that this is what's going on. It is temporary. It's also being influenced by the Mercury retrograde that we're in until April 15th, where communication is just shoddy. So just know that that's part of it. And these are things that you are important, that you do have to slow down and you do have to talk about. And how are we going to spend our money, and how are we going to make money, and how are we going to live daily life together, and how have we made some changes, and what's your view for our vacation, and what do you want to do, and what do I want to do, right? And because I feel like you're at odds with some of these things. So that's the beginning of the month. Towards the end of the month, you may even have a getaway together. There's a great energy with that. There's more relaxing. There's definitely more fun. So I feel like whatever this is, it is so temporary. Just don't give it a lot of energy so it doesn't blow up or turn up into anything it doesn't need to be. There is a real relaxing energy that's happening between the two of you, and a real supportive energy that's showing up. And especially around that 17th or 20th, there's a real joint union and connection about being on the same page and really supporting and kind of looking at the world together in a really healthy way. So I do see things kind of like working out and releasing by mid-month already. So you can really enjoy the end of the month. All right, so let's look at those of you that are single, looking for romance, what you can expect for Libras for April. So take your time. There's no rush. I do feel like there's plenty of people who are interested in you. There's a lot of high energy and sensuality and attraction towards you. Enjoy it. Just don't believe it because it feels fleeting to me. A lot of the energy feels very fleeting to me. So, but I do feel like there will be like one person remaining standing after all of this towards the middle of the month, end of the month, that you're going to see that you're really going to connect with. Like, wow, I don't feel like this is a fast relationship. It feels slow. And it may be that their travel takes them away, or it may be that that job takes them away, or their own pace in which they make decisions is a little bit slower than you. So it is a slower paced relationship, which I think is fine. And I think it's going to give you time to really believe it and know that it's real. So just know there is a relationship coming. It feels like it's just a little bit set on low and that's okay, because I think that it's going to help you to trust it. instead of coming on, brazen and knocking you over, and then, it's out as fast as it started. This feels like it's a low simmer and then heats up. So really good. All right, let's look at your career, Libras, your career and your money for this month. So there's a big cash layout. All right. So you may be paying for something. It may be a vacation. It may be a project. It may be home decorating. It may be a home itself. It may be taxes. So I just see this big outlay going out. The good news is I also see big money coming in, much more than the outlay, especially at the end of the month. So there may be something you're surprised about that shows up, whether it's a loan or whether it's a cash award or advancement. But there's, and I think it's money you don't know about. So it's money you don't know about. It could be a job, something new, but I see this big money coming in at the end of the month. It's like, oh, wow, thank God I needed that. So it's not a little bit, but it's a lot. So definitely more than what you're used to getting, and it feels like it's a surprise. And it's right at the end of the month, that full moon on April 29th in Scorpio, big money coming in towards you, and it's right there. So nice. All right, so let's look and move on now to health for Libras. Anything else for their health? So a lot of you may be noticing that your health is also tied to your emotions, and that your emotions can lead you into health problems. So it could be that some of you guys are starting to get glimpses of that connection of your health and your body, or your mind and self-talk with your body's reaction. So I see some of that coming frayed, undone. So that's a good thing, because you're starting to see, wow, I was thinking this and then that happened, right? Or I'm starting to see, I constantly notice that I'm saying to myself, X, Y, Z, right? And then that's making it worse. So I think that you're going to start to slow down and get some healing and insight as to your self-talk and its relationship to your health. It could even be around weight loss, right? And you're saying you're fat when you're not. Or it could be around, and that's tied to being a child and having food withheld, right? Or it could be that, you were chubby as a kid and you're thin as an adult, but you're still living like you're fat, right? It's like if there's these old emotional wounds. Or it could be that, you actually have a problem with your leg, and that is holding you back. Or you have an issue with your eye or your teeth, and you're embarrassed, and every time you look at somebody you think they're staring at that. So it's this anxiety about our bodies, this lack of connection or safety that we feel in our body. And I feel in April there's a month to really own it, to really love it, to incorporate it, to be able to receive healing for it, so that it's no longer outside of you, that it no longer has control over you. So I definitely feel there's a lot of healing available for Libras emotionally this month, that are going to improve your health, that it's going to improve your physical body, that it's going to improve your outlet. So that's really good. All right, so let's see if there's anything else unusual for you this month that's in store for Libras that they're not aware of this month. Yeah, so there may be some changes at home that you weren't anticipating around redecorating. You may find yourself suddenly inspired to do some redecorating. You may find yourself moving things around in the house. You may find just this desire to really revamp your environment and to make the best of it and make it more cozy or make it more liberating. Some of you may move your offices to your home, or you may change bedrooms. I just see this shifting happening in your home environment that makes it more inviting, that makes it more welcome, that makes it more really yummy for you and more positive. So I like that. Really good energy and positive energy for you. And I also feel like you can do it on a budget. Like, I saw a lot of money going out, right? And a lot of money coming in. So maybe some of the money going out could be towards home decorating or home improvements, or taking better care of yourself, or it could even be taking better care of you, buying new clothes or new hairdo, right? Or changing things about your look. So there's just this revamping of yourself or your home environment as you present yourself to the world. So there's this shift that's happening for you outward shift, and it starts with your home, and then it moves through you as well. Internally first, the first couple of weeks, internally revamping you, and then externally making changes around your physical body and in your environment. So you guys are in for a month of just emotional and mental and physical and spiritual, just, being redone in a really great way, in a really like spring. It's like opening up, and the flowers opening up and just shining brightly so everybody can see you. So a really terrific month. And I really feel like everything's on track for the career to move forward. You kind of like know your marching papers, you know what you need to do, the things have to get done. And I just see they're bringing me back to career, just finishing and finalizing projects and getting things done, and ideas that have been sort of like out there. I see you like writing them down and actually manifesting them. So a lot of manifestation happening, taking ideas and putting together and opening up. And I also think that you know more than you give yourself credit for. And so I think because of that, you're able to manage your time better and get a lot more done, and not pay other people to do some things that maybe you thought you were going to, that now you can handle yourself. So I also see you kind of like saving money by doing more things yourself, by organizing your time a little bit better. All right, Libras, you're in for a great and busy month. No surprise there. Also, in spite of all of that, I feel like some of you will be traveling and will be getting away and having some fun with friends and family. So I definitely feel like this huge opening, because I've seen that celebration. I want to go back to that celebration, and that just feels like there's some fun. You're in store for some fun this month with things, surprise visits, surprise moments, surprise love. And so there's just these surprises that are big moments in the month. They're like, oh, isn't that nice? Or like, oh my gosh, I had no idea. Like, it just these moments of surprises throughout the month. And yeah, that's nice. They're dabbled throughout the month. All right, Libras, have an amazing month. Please feel free to write something below. I'll swing back around and add to it. And I love it when you share the intuitive astrology with your friends and click like. Have a terrific April, and I'll see you again next month.